Hey there, everybody. Well, sorry, a little bit late. It's how it is when you have little kids, adults, stuff with them all day. So, what we're going to be talking about tonight, working on this evening, is helping people dress, undress. And one of the really important things to do is to know the person. And when I say know the person, it's not just know, hi, her name is Amanda. It's sort of recognize what kind of mobility does she have. And so when I do this with my arms, it's really important to realize I can actually get my arms up by my ears without straining. I can get my elbows all the way out to the side. I can reach behind. I can reach up and out. I can reach down and in. I can take my hands and reach all the way to the floor. I can use my back, my legs. I can twist and pick something up. I can also go from sit to stand quickly. And when I do that, I can balance on one foot and then I can balance on the other foot to do that. And if somebody can't do those things, we already need to be thinking about, okay, so what does that mean when it comes to dressing and undressing? Because when we put things on our body, we have to move our body to get the thing on. And when we take our stuff off, well, you would think it would be easier. And in some ways it is a little easier because you're not having to worry about getting things in the right place. But it still requires a fair amount of upper body, lower body mobility, strength, and something we don't tend to think about, endurance. How long can you do this? And are you holding your breath while you're doing it? And we haven't even talked about then the cognitive changes. We're just talking about human bodies and how they work and whether or not the person that we're working with has some changes in their ability to move and move well. So one of the things you can do to sort of warm up and get going rather than immediately jump to a self-care activity is to think about music and movement. So something real simple that could give me some awareness of somebody's abilities to move would be head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Now, if you think I'm just looking for mobility, I'm not. I'm also looking for breath control, the ability to keep a rhythm going, follow instructions. Because then when we switch to eyes and ears, mouth and nose, head, and follow visual cues, verbal cues, because what I'm actually doing is checking some abilities out. I could also do things like the saints, oh, when those saints go marching in. Now I'm looking for weight shift. Can they weight bear on one foot, switch to the other foot? Can they follow my rhythm? Can I get them up and moving? Because these kind of shifts are going to be pretty important. Even if the person is sitting down and I'm trying to help them get clothing on, they don't have to be standing to do this. You still have to take weight and put it on one foot to pick the other foot up. So I'm actually checking out, have we got some movement against gravity or not? And if I don't do it immediately before the session, it's still a great idea to do some of that. I also want to look at fingers and how well they're doing things. So the ability to take fabric and use it, to take fabric and use it, to take things like buttons and snaps and zips and do those kind of things. If I know ahead of time where somebody's going to possibly run into trouble, it can cue me up on how I might prep and set things up and even what clothing I might pick. So if I know somebody's having a fair amount of trouble with getting buttonholes matched up and getting little tiny buttons through little tiny holes, even the ones on the sleeves, and they also have problems with figure ground or objects, manipulation, recognition of manipulation of objects, I might actually just see what happens when we try to do it on somebody's lap, just to see how it goes. So we're not adding the element of having to do it on my own body, just to see whether or not the person actually is interested in this, can do this kind of thing. Because if they can do this, then more than likely when I have it on their body, they might be able to do it. But if I haven't assessed it, then I don't really know whether this is something they would be able to do or not. And it doesn't mean they can't wear the shirt. It just means how I go about putting the shirt on or off might change. And the size of the shirt might change. So I might want to think about, So if somebody likes to wear this kind of shirt, they really enjoy it, that's the kind of thing they like, then what I might do is present it more like an overhead shirt rather than a button-up shirt. Because, that way I don't have to do all the buttoning up. Somebody else could do the buttoning up. Oh, well, except for these things. So, oh, look, they have this roll-up thing, whether or not somebody's comfortable with that or likes that. Or is this going to be annoying because I think it should be down here and it has that. So all these little things that we think about, well, actually we don't, which is part of the problem. So that's how we're going to get started here. So any thoughts or questions that you're having, about helping people dress or undress. Now, notice how this was sort of an automatic for me when I was undoing the buttons. Undoing buttons is a lot easier than doing the buttons, which is why often people can undress more independently than they can dress if they want to undress. So let's...
Couple things coming through.
Sure.
Right now we started, for those of you who are just joining, with some assessment techniques of starting with music and rhythm and seeing what someone can do, starting with the shirt in your lap to see if they can button buttons. We have a few people asking about someone who needs much more support, but who's easily distracted or hypersexual. I'm not sure I understand whether that's the same person or something different, but
okay.
And then some questions about how to support someone getting dressed or undressed.
Okay, so we're going to change film people. And so Amanda is going to become my partner now, and I will work with her on doing some activities. So Amanda's going to be the person I assist. And we're finding out, she's got this on, she's got this on, she has this on, and I'm noticing she's starting to look warm. Now, the question is, does she know she's warm? Because if I say, you're hot, here, let's take this off, that, I think I've assessed the situation. It's clear she's hot. I mean, she's sweating. But if she doesn't recognize that, then me trying to get her clothing off feels like we're going to have a conflict versus. So I start with the, hey, Amanda. Hey, it's Diva. Hey. Ooh, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have that?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this one?
Yeah, I like them.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, now this one's neat. Can I see? I want to see the tag.
Well, yeah.
Here,
It's a good one.
Yeah, can you bring it up?
Mm-hmm.
Got it? You got it? Here you go. You got it? Yeah. Here you go. Nice.
I got it.
You got it. Sure enough. And the tag?
Well, yeah, there
it is.
XS.
XS. You're absolutely. Oh, and look at that. Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, and then this one.
Yeah, I like that one.
You got that one too?
Mm-hmm.
And oh my heavens!
I got a lot of them.
You got another one of them. You like them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And you like this one?
Well, let me see it.
This one here? Yeah or no?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Now notice how I'm making sure that's out of arm's reach. Because my goal is to get her out of this one, maybe not into this one, because she has another layer under this one. So I'm trying to figure out how can we do that. So I'm showing her another option. I wonder how this would look.
Well,
Now this one is, what this one, pick that one up, let me see. Oh, now this one sort of almost matches.
Oh.
You know what? Let's try this. Bring this one up and let's see about switching it. Here.
bring it up.
Here you go. Take this one here and we're going to bring this up. Yeah, you're going to bring your arm up. Now, this is where we can get ourselves in trouble. Because if I try to get this elbow out, this is where her mobility is not 100%. So what I want to do is really think about this before I get started, because if I get it all bunched up here and then she's not liking it, this is where things can get out of control relatively quickly. And you notice I just put my hand up to protect my face and turn my face away, because what I don't want to do is get into a fight about it. I do need to be prepared to take that extra step back. So what I want to think about here is, so we want to see here, bring this up, bring this up. There you go. You got it? Yeah.
I got it.
You got it? You got that one?
So you're pulling it.
I'm taking it down to the elbow. So what I'm not asking her arm to do is this up and out movement. So I'm holding her hand with hand under hand. I took this shirt, brought it down to closer side to the elbow. And what I'm going to do is take her hand out of it. Okay, so that didn't really require much of her arm shoulder at all. And again, I'm trying to keep the stretching minimum. I'm staying here. Yeah, I'm coming up the back. And again, it's elbow here, take it back. And I'm just going to take it back and then slide it off. There you go. You got it. You got it. Nice. And then almost instinctively, you want this. So the only thing I can do that would be helpful. Now, this again, if she doesn't have full range, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to hold with her hand. And what we're doing is I'm clearing her face.
Yeah, because that's a lot to be up over.
Yeah, that's a lot. So I'm going to bring it back down over your head, Amanda. So sorry. So we get to this place. If I get here.
Immediately this is dangerous.
So go ahead and swing around, Dick, and get in Amanda's position. And I'm trying to do this. If y'all can see how this feels like really intrusive versus if I'm over here. Stay in that same, you can give them that view, and then we'll go back around. So yeah, we can just flip around. So what I'm doing is this doesn't feel nearly as intrusive. And if I have somebody who likes to touch, notice that I've captured this hand and this hand is busy doing things. So it's not really as open to the idea that it's going to roam around on me because I'm not actually roaming around on her.
Well, and by not standing directly in front of me, you're not inviting touch with my other hand.
Correct. And so this, what she would have to cross over with her arm, and it's a fair amount of work to do that. And I'm giving her hand and her arm. This is her dominant side. So I'm giving her a fair amount of things to do. So that staying to the side becomes a really critical thing. The other thing to think about, now, if we're going to do this, we're going to get these pants off, okay? So I want you to help. So I can bring this hand in here and see if I can get her to help me out a little bit. There you go. You got it.
So we often hear, someone can't really give you permission. Aren't you forcing it anyway?
Yeah. No. So with what you're doing, how could you tell me you won't give me permission? Yeah.
Sure.
Now, can you do it? Here, you do it then instead. Here, I want you to zip it. Here you go. Now, again, can you get it? Right here. Grab hold, push down, push down.
So I don't actually have it. She's got it, but she's making it feel like it's me who's got it.
And the thing that's happening here, the thing that makes it so much that it feels like them, if you take your eyes away from this and I say zip, she can actually feel the zipping coming through her fingertips, through my hand. It's like conduit. So I'm a conduit that allows that to happen. And when I do this motion with her hand right there, well, she's done that for years.
Yeah.
So what this does is it encourages her that she's doing it. Now, I also use this hand. You'll notice it's facing outward. I'm not on her. As soon as I did it,
it's noticeable.
This is the back of my hand. Human beings know when you do the back of your hand, that's why they use the back of their hands to do searches often. They flip their hands and go down the back because it's less, this is a much more intense palm surface thing.
Yeah.
So by bringing my hand in here, what I'm saying to you, the only thing I'm stabilizing is your pants. I'm not
just here. It's not in spaces that are uncomfortable.
No, it's not. And so that allows Manta and I to work, and she can let me know, will she do it or not?
Yeah.
There we go. And now you're done. Okay, now I want you, and I brought her over against me at this point. I want you to push these down.
Well, I got it.
You got it? Push them down. Now notice the word push, push, push. Push is what you do. Pull, pull, pull I don't want to give that cue, because if she misunderstands what I mean, then she's going to be pulling up on them. Now, yep, there you go. Cooked your thumbs. And now this again is that trick about the back of the body.
Yeah, it's really hard to get them down to do anything.
And so I'm actually providing this kind of support. And what I did is the back of the hand again, just locking my thumb in and pushing down with the back. There you go. You got it. You got it. Okay, now, hey, Amanda, let's turn, and have a seat. There you go. There you go. And now, here you go. Let's pull this one. Pull this one off. Here you go. Get this one off. There you go. You got it. You got it. Almost. Okay, here you go. See if you can get it off there. Nice.
Got it.
Got it. Okay, now, this is where knowing the person again comes back in. Because is she somebody who will want to take this pant leg off? Or is she somebody who's going to want to get the other sock off?
You would better do the other one.
If you're going to do this one, you got to do that one. Now, some people are not. They want to finish this side, and then they want to move to the other side. So learning about the person's sequencing habits, and you'll get a feel for it, because what I'll see is when I start this, she's sort of like, oh, okay, nope, we got to do this one first. Now, notice how I switched around over to this side. Here you go. Now, catch it back here. Here you go. Now, this hand may be less skillful. There you go. Drop it down. There you go. You got it. And get it. Nice job. Now, here's the bad news. Guess what? Take this one off.
This one first. The other one first on this side.
So some people are very structured. This can be really surprising. But let me just say the difference, it comes around over here again. The difference between me getting right in front like this and doing
This
something.
is very intimidating.
It's fine.
It's not fun.
I'm just trying
And
to
this
get
is
to
where I will rip your hair out.
Yeah.
I'll do things because you're putting yourself right
Or-
here in it. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, or if the person does have tendencies, then we're going to see this is an automatic, especially with visual regard. So by coming around and presenting side view, I always present side view. Then what can happen here is I go, okay, now pull your foot out. You got it? Now the pull, why did I say pull? Because I do want her to pull.
Pulling back.
Pulling back, okay? And this one. Now, could I get her to do it? Possibly. This is where knowing the abilities. If she has a hard time staying down for very long, these pants were sort of tight. Were up to me, they wouldn't go back in the closet. But sometimes people have preferences in what they wear, and they like to wear certain things because it makes them feel a certain way. And if that's the case, we work with what we got. Okay.
Somebody's asking about people. Is it the same for somebody wearing boxers over pants, let's say, or when people have extra layers on the
They
top?
have extra layers on.
How do you, because, like if they have 3 briefs on, or they have, because they're getting confused about where to put them.
And so I'll often go 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's a lot. And I'll see whether or not they recognize, wow, that's a lot of layers. And if they don't, I'll go, oh, let's try something. Let's try something. Here, let's get these off. Let's get these off. Because what the person is doing is their core is getting really hot. Their extremities are not getting really hot. And what that means is they're not getting the message. Their brain is not getting the message. And they're overheating. Quite true. So now, let's say I wanted to get Amanda's clothes on. As I said, these weren't my favorites. But if I can convince somebody that, you might be better off with something that doesn't have a waistband, my preference. Waistbands tend to be challenges for people, but people who've worn waistbands and fastenings their whole life, you got to learn to work with it, because this is part of their identity. And when they lose this gene thing,
Well, I have pockets.
and there's lots of reasons they like this. This, on the other hand, can really be a lot more comfortable for me to help her put on, but she may not have any desire to be in this kind of outfit. And often as people move further into the dementia situation, what we want to do is simplify our life and simplify their life. But the problem is they don't get that. And so this is the kind of thing, I know people like these. I also know a lot of people that will not wear those. Mm-hmm. Now these might be something that are more acceptable. They're a little sporty.
They
feel cool. Yeah, and they got pockets. They got good pockets. Mm-hmm. So now this is the situation where what I'll do is here you go. Mm-hmm. Here you go.
We'll put them on.
Yep, right down here. This one. Now, again, I'm going to do a lot of cueing before I mess with somebody's foot. And the reason I want to do the cueing is people tend to be a lot more sensitive around their feet than we think. And when you have somebody's foot, you basically immobilize them. Mm-hmm. And human beings don't like necessarily to be immobilized. So this is that idea, again, of moving off to the side. And I'm trying to double check myself before I get started. And what I'll often do is gather the pants up so that truly there's not a lot of navigating. And I'll see if they can just get their foot started. And then this one, again, gathering up, foot started. But now here's the part I won't do. I'll go, here you go. Because just because they can't get their feet started in the holes doesn't mean they can't do this gross motor, the strength thing of pulling your pants up. Nice. Good work. Good work. And usually it's more acceptable that I mess in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is what gets uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Or if your hands are here, then you're really close.
Yeah, I'm really close. So now we're here. We've got to this point, and I'll say, now, lean forward. Pull your feet back. There you go, lean forward. Okay. Now, if Amanda doesn't have a lot of mobility skill, this is where I'm going to have her 1, 2, there you go. 1, 2, and 3. And up you come, up you come. Now, I'm getting a lot of support here, and I'm going to get behind this elbow. Up you come, up tall. There you go, up tall, up tall. Now, if I were in a perfect world, guess what I'd have right by? Something she could hold on to. I'm not in a perfect world. What do you notice how high I got the pants? I got a mid-thigh. So what I can do is go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Why? Because I want to make sure she has something to hold on to. What do you know about these pants? They're going to be easy to get up, or they're going to be a little bit of a challenge. So what I'm going to say is, okay, Amanda, here you go. You use this hand here, and I'll help with this one. You ready? Mm-hmm. On 3, pull, 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 pull. Now, who did most of it? You did. Who thinks she did most of it?
She did all of it.
She did all of it. Mm-hmm. And the reason she feels like she did all of it, my work was on the back side, hers was on the front, and she was using her dominant hand. Okay? So then we have this one. Oh, yeah. So this is the kind of shirt. Now, we're going to do the over-the-head shirt, and we're going to do the put your arms in the sleeve shirt. So we're going to have Amanda sit because some people had said they have somebody who's more immobile, less able. So I'm going to have you over that way for a little bit. So I want to position myself so I'm on the right-hand side. And what I'm going to do is have her put her hand in. Now, if she can do that on her own, that's great. If she can't, I'm going to come up the sleeve with my right hand. So my right hand to right sleeve. I'm going to come in, I'm going to get this hand, I'm going to bring her hand through. I'm going to keep this shirt all the way down to the elbow. And all I want her is to come in close, because what's going to happen is I'm going to come around on this side. Now, what's going to happen on this side is I am going to stay really low. Because again, the main challenge comes when we start trying to do anything higher. So if her hand is here and she has some skill, that's great. If not, I'm going to bring her back, left hand to left hand, and I'm going to bring her in up to here. And now I'm going to have her, there you go, you got it. And so essentially, it was little movements like this, these movements, just like this.
Because the
allowed her to-
alternative, when you lift it up so high,
if I get this arm in, and then she has to come around over here,
the only way for me
it's
to do
this.
is
Okay,
all
and
the
now
way
we
up.
get here, and this is, and if she doesn't have that full range, stop, hang on, wait, stop, Mandy, you're gonna rip it out. And this is one of the ways that we know that I don't care. She doesn't really care. But one of the very common things we'll see is ripped out arm seams, underarm seams, and that's almost always an indication that you've tried to do that over the head thing. And somebody's gotten trapped in the clothing and they've gotten upset, or you're trying to pull it down, particularly if it's a fitted shirt.
So
Okay.
the elbows are key.
The elbows are the key. Now, the key thing is you got to keep it below the elbow on both sides. You got to bring it in, keep it below the elbow, in tight to the body. And then this one goes in, and then you bring it up and over.
Because then that's a motion I recognize.
That's a motion she recognizes. It's how guys help. This is the old-fashioned thing. This is how guys help girls put on their outfits.
Do this, right?
Yeah,
Dainty little thing.
that dainty little thing that we do. Yeah, right. You can tell I adhere to that thing. So now we're going to get it back off. Maybe. That's always a tricky part. But what I've got is I've got a shirt.
Because you think you have permission now because we just did
because
something.
we just did something, and I have to go. Oh, hey, Amanda. Hey, lady, how are you?
Good.
Oh, I like that. Looking good. Oh,
My daughter bought me this one.
daughter bought it for you. You've got now this thing that I just did. Bad idea. I'm protected, but this was my hand to her body when I had her tricked into holding my hand. Now I might get away with it, but it's a bad habit. What I need to do is show her on me anything I want her to notice on herself. And then I'm going to bring these hands together, my hand and her hand, to her shirt. I say, here, oh, look at that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about this one? Can you get it off? Perfect. There you go. Pull it down. Nice. Excellent. Okay. And let's get this one. Now, can you get this one? Now, what haven't I said? The word
take off your shirt.
Off. Can you get this? Can you do this? How about that? Yeah, it was baby steps.
Just tiny
little bites. And without thinking about it, she's taking her shirt off. Whereas if I said, how about we take your shirt off? No, I'm fine.
I'm good.
Don't ask the question you don't want to hear the answer to. Now, this is putting on a shirt. So I'm going to demonstrate on myself first. So when you're going to put a shirt on that it's over your head, whereas before I was wanting you to stop below the elbows, now I want you to take this up as high as you can get it. As high as you can get it. And the reason I want it up high, and I'll actually see if it will go over the shoulder, then all I have to do is hook my thumbs and I'm in. So this hooking your thumbs, that's a hand function that will be retained much longer than if I take the shirt, have the shirt here, try to figure the shirt out, put this arm in, and then put this arm in, or maybe through here.
Or put your head in first.
Put your head in first, that putting your head in first thing, which is what we do with kids. And so with kids, here you go. So when you put this on and you have the kid thing, the automatic is they can bring their, no, hang on, put it back down, no. There you go, stop, okay, fine. And so what ends up happening is it feels like
I'm trapped.
Argument feels like she's trapped. So the tricky part here is I'm down to the side. In this case, I might actually switch to this side because this is more likely the side I might need some assistance, to give some assistance on. There you go, other arm in, perfect. Now, you'll notice that Amanda is got shoulders here. So now I'm gonna swing back over. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come in here. We've got this, and it's just up and over.
So I was holding this part down.
Yeah, she was holding that part down. And so with very little effort. Now you do notice that I get down low. If I want, I can use a stool. What I don't want to do is stand up to do this.
Yeah. Oh. You talk about hypersexuality. I mean, this could be the problem right here.
Okay, no, stop. Stop.
Yeah.
And then I come right back in. It's like, wait a minute. Am I following the rules? So I say stop, and then I start touching again.
You're hurting me.
I'm not hurting you.
Get off.
Let me get it
Get off.
Fine.
Yeah.
And notice what my voice did and what her voice did. So that's how this stuff starts to sound and feel. Mm-hmm. And what it really is getting overwhelmed. Now, if I show this to her and she puts her head in first, which is one of the very common things, then we're back to so that's why I want to show her arm in.
So just cueing what you want me to do
arm
instead
in.
of assuming that I'm going to do it
Cool,
right.
there you go. And now up and over. Here you go. There. Nice job, man. Mm-hmm. But what I did is eliminate all those problem spots for both of us. So I'm going to let Nana take a look at the video and see if you guys have any questions that have been coming.
We're going to talk about Wednesday night. We're going to do ask.
Yeah,
what if?
We'll do the what ifs on Wednesday evening. Wednesday evening at 7:15. I think it's 7:15 to 8.
Eastern.
7:15 to 8. We'll be running the what if session. So we'll start off with some what ifs, and then we'll turn it over to you for more what if. But what if? But what if? We could talk underwear, but right now, I'm just curious if any of the questions coming in.
Sue's church is taking her CODA exam on Wednesday.
Oh, cool.
Good luck.
Good luck. I know, that's a stressful time. I hope it goes well. Take a deep breath.
Sorry, Audrey. People are wondering if I am living with dementia or not. I am not. I am an actress who plays one person who's living with dementia. I don't know if anybody actually would look like that or not, but
Kathy actually could probably play it better than us.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you have curiosity, check out Kathy.
The Kathy Project.
The Kathy Project, because Kathy is living with dementia, and she and Amanda look similar age-wise.
We'll do maybe on Wednesday. We'll start with. I think we have a question in there, but a lot of people want to know about showering, so we'll try to see if we can get there.
Boy, I don't know if we'll get all the way to showering. We can give it a shot at least. We can talk about, and we will get in the bathroom and do some things for sure, and sort of see pluses, minuses, pros, cons, what makes it really challenging, and some alternatives that might be helpful.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Really appreciate it. And thanks for all the likes and loves and gifts and things. We really, really appreciate it. We can do somebody who wants to go home. And early signs of dementia is kind of fun because you're getting in at the beginning. And so you can actually set up good routines for both of you.
Hi, I'm Tifa Snow. And you just found our YouTube channel and watched one of our videos. I'm the owner and founder of Positive Approach to Care. Thanks for watching. And if you have a comment about, or you would, please share it with people you know. Oh, and if you haven't yet done it, consider subscribing. We'll let you know when the next new video comes out. And you might want to visit our website, www.tifasnow.com, where you'll find other resources as well. See you there.